Well, hello and welcome to Understand Men Now. I'm your host, Jonathon, and I'm so excited to be shooting this short video for you today. Our topic, why men subconsciously want women to take the lead. Now, if you're in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, I suspect you're a bit frustrated with the dating process. If you're a woman in your 40s, 50s, or 60s, you're a bit frustrated with the dating process because it seems like men aren't chivalrous, they don't seem to take the lead, they might act passive, they might pursue the process very slowly, and I suspect many of you are frustrated. So that's what I want to lean into today. And in difference to the men in their 20s or 30s, which are oftentimes from the dating process driven by biology. We are driven by that sexual drive to spread our seed. And so we are in that chase and hunt mode in the beginning of the process. And while that's certainly true for men in their 40s, 50s, and 60s as well, it's not the same, because what happens with men on a biological level is as we age, our testosterone levels begin to decrease and our estrogen levels begin to increase. And so we become more affected by our emotional state of being. And so when you couple, this biology shift, which also in turn creates an emotional shift, when you couple that with divorce, maybe some changes in career, maybe dealing with family health issues and that sort of thing, it becomes emotional turmoil for us men. Okay, so we've got this biological shift and this emotional shift going on, and we're in chaos. So you might be wondering, well, why does that create a reason for men to want women to take the lead? Well, here's the thing. We're out in the workforce every day, from that masculine energy perspective, and when we come home, we want to surrender. On a subconscious level, we want the process of our home life, our relationship life to be easy, which is one of the reasons why, I know this is frustrating for women because you don't want to take the lead in the relationship process, but I'm here to say that you are in charge of your relationship destiny, and quite frankly, you're in charge of the relationship success. If you think about it, men don't buy books on relationships, women do. You're the container of a relationship. So on a subconscious level, we want you to take charge of the relationship by not telling us what to do, but by inspiring us and telling us what you want in relationship. I know you've heard this over and over again. Men want to please their women. So by expressing what you want in relationship, you're actually fulfilling that subconscious need for us to surrender into relationship. Now, you might need some help in this area. So one of the books I want to recommend today is by Barbara DeAngelis, How to Make Love All the Time. How to Make Love All the Time. It's a great book. It teaches great techniques for nurturing a relationship. Now, some of you might be in the early stages of dating. So you're confused by this. How do you lead the process when men are supposed to be in control and in charge? And let me just say this. Narcissistic men or controlling men are turned off by women who take charge in the relationship. And what I mean by taking charge is you take charge of your own destiny. Unhealthy emotional men are turned off by this, but emotionally healthy men are actually turned on by a woman who actually expresses her needs, wants, and desires, not in the form of telling, but in the form of expressing what they want in relationship. By expressing what you want, it gives us the clues, it gives us the signals to either, and here's the bottom line, if we really like you, we're going to want to please you. If we're kind of in an indifference mode or a maybe mode, it's going to be chaos. And I suspect many of you are dealing with men who are in maybe mode. In other words, they like you, but they like you, maybe. And that's why this is frustrating. But by taking charge of your relationship destiny, you weed out those maybes so much quicker by expressing your needs, wants, and desires, not by telling, but by expressing what you want in relationship. Now, I'm not here to suggest what you want because I don't really know. But if you want to be in a fully committed relationship, then you express it. You express your desires. You express how much time you want to spend with someone and let them show up or shut up. But we actually want this on a subconscious level. And I know this goes against the grain because you're told that the masculine energy leads and the feminine energy receives. But in relationship, it's quite the opposite. Men want to surrender. It's one of the reasons why men become nesters in relationship. If you've noticed, most divorces aren't by men, it's by women. Once men are in, they usually aren't going anywhere. But there's a whole nother reason why those relationships don't work out. And we're not going to get into that today. Subconsciously, we actually want you to lead the process. We just want you to make us think we're in control. And as my mother used to always say, and my parents were married almost 66 years before my mother passed away, she said, I used to let your dad think he was in charge of the relationship, but I was fully in charge. And for anyone who knew my family, that was absolutely true. All right, you got the gist of where I'm going. I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please post a comment below if this resonated with you, if you think this is rubbish, if you think I'm full of shit, post it. I want to hear about it. If you like what I share and you'd like to be part of my community, my mentorship community, I have a great program called Midlife Love Mastery. You can go to my website, jonathanaslay.com, click the group coaching button, so you can learn more about my monthly webinars that I host, which is a live Q&A call. We have a fantastic Facebook group where I shoot videos like this on a regular basis, which are based on the questions you ask. It's called Midlife Love Mastery, and I've got a library of content there. So definitely check it out, Midlife Love Mastery. Okay, I'm going to sign off this video, as I always do, giving you a big, gigantic Jonathan Bear hug if I have your consent. Aw, thank you. Wishing you a wonderful day. Thanks so much. Bye-bye now.